Morning Warriors, it's your boy Garrett J. White, the Master Coach Mentor, coming at you with a little wake-up wad here today. And man, I got a fun little message for you that deals with this little sign right here that says keep out warning. Deals with all of this fog that I'm surrounded by, and deals with that little dirt trail that leads down to another peak. But before we get into today's message, a couple things. Number one, if you're watching this within the Wake Up Warrior app, good job, my friend. And if you're not, and you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching this on Facebook, come on now. Head on over to the iTunes Store and or the Android Market and Google Play and download the Wake Up Warrior app. Today, you're going to get one app on your phone, 100% access to 100% of the content, 100% of the time. So, let's dive into today's message. So one of the big passions I have in life is running. Now the truth is I hated running for a long ass time. And back in 2002, 2003 was when I began my running journey. This led me to marathons, Ironman, ultra marathons, running 100 and even 188 mile foot races by myself. Running itself creates for you an experience that you can't find riding a bike, you can't find driving in a car, you can't find swimming, you can't find in a CrossFit workout, because it allows you to experience parts of life that you haven't experienced before on foot. I love running in new cities, I love running in new locations, but today as I was out running, I looked around, and today in California, this happens occasionally when we're by the beach, etc., we get a shitload of fog that rolls in. The crazy thing about fog is that fog itself becomes oftentimes like this warning sign right here that the city of Rancho Mission Viejo put up in order to quote-unquote protect the people and to keep people what? Keep people out. Now, maybe that sign's legit, and side note, don't tell anyone, I actually had to fucking jump a couple fences just to get back to these trails to run anyways, but it's alright. I'm okay with the possibilities of an infraction so that I could bring you this message. That's how committed I am to you and to the warrior movement. So anyways, I'm sitting here and I'm out here running. I started having this thought about how scary it is in life for change. And how change itself oftentimes appears a lot like this trail. See, if I stand right here and you look out across the way, you can't see the next peak. But the thing that's crazy is if I look back, I can't really see where I've come from. If I look across the way, I can't see what the hell's over there. And hell, I can't even see right here where that sign says warning, keep out. I don't even know what the hell I'm being kept out of. Now, I've run up here quite a bit, so I know what's on all sides of these. But I want to give you an experience and a principle that helps you understand that oftentimes in our lives, in our marriages, in our businesses, in our fitness, because we can't fucking see the next peak that we're running to, we decide in our minds, our mind busts out a big, huge sign that says, keep out, warning. Don't trespass. Why? Because it's new, it's different, and because why you can't see it. So I'm going to prove to you right now a principle through an experience. You're going to follow me for a second, then we're going to finish up the message on another peak. So again, I can't see what's up on that peak, and the only way for me to see what's up on that peak is to do the following. Follow me. Stay with me now, stay with me now. Here we go, stay with me now. Keep staying with me. See, the only way for me to continue to have confidence in where I'm going is to what? To recognize that the peak I just came from, I can't see it. And the peak that I couldn't see a moment ago, I'm standing on it. See, when I figured this out about life, and about business, and about marriage, and about fitness and spirituality, about the whole game I call the Warrior's Way, when I figured out that all I had to do to create bigger badass results in my life was to be willing to take steps forward. See, each one of these steps moves me forward. It moves me forward to a new peak. New peak being right up here. If I want to run, great. I run. If I want to walk, I walk. If I want to rest, I rest. If I want to run again, I run. And it takes me up to the top of the next peak. Now watch this as we get up to the top of this next peak. Here we are, another peak. Look back. Holy shit, you can't see it. Look forward. Holy shit, you can't see it, and yet I'm at a new location. See, and in your marriage, in your family life, in your marketing, in your sales, in your fitness, there are peaks you've come from, and there are peaks you are going to, and the peaks that you're going to are going to scare the shit out of you. But see, we also lose a ton of power because we start forgetting where the hell we've come from. So we don't give ourselves credit for the distance and the peaks that we've traveled, which ultimately gives us the confidence of what we call past operating faith. Evidence that we have gone from peak to peak before. The second piece is we look up to that new peak and all we see is fog, and we get scared, and we get nervous, and we start to have all these doubts about whether or not we can make the journey, about whether or not we can get to the next peak. And just like out here running this morning, my friends, I want you to understand that running to the next peak simply comes down to your commitment to your willingness to take the next step, your willingness to run, and your willingness to run into that fog. And what I think you'll find in your life is simply this, that as you take these steps forward and you continue to run forward, that there is a light inside of you that you carry with you. And that right here standing in the middle of this fog, if somebody's 300 yards away from me, they can't see me. Maybe they can hear me, but they can't see me. But while I'm standing in this fog, there isn't the fear. Because where I stand, I can always see. So look around your world right now where you've decided to either close your eyes or you're terrified of going to the next peak because of the fog. And my question for you is, what can you do and how can you bring about change in your life by being willing to run forward to the next peak, understanding that the light itself is inside of you? My brothers, my sisters, have a fantastic rest of your day. 2 little notifications before we get finished. If you haven't gotten the Wake Up Warrior app, go ahead and do that today. Jump into the App Store and pick it up at Wake Up Warrior. Also go over to the App Store in the Android market on Google Play and download the Wake Up Warrior app there if you're an Android user. And also we've got a free video series for you at wakeupwarrior.com. Have a great rest of your day. I'm about to finish the rest of my run and then head back into my home and do today's Sunday sermon. Have a fantastic day. My name is Garrett J. White, reminding you the power in today's marketplace of modern day warrior comes down to the simple formula of authenticity. Be real, get raw, stay relevant with ruthless commitment to creating big ass results today.